Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? This is ILn&x, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Disclaimer: all readings are for entertainment purposes only, so enjoy. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today? This is ILn&x, and thank you for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I'm going to do my 12th house astrology reading for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio's dates are October 23rd through November 21st. So we are about a week and a half into Scorpio season. In case you didn't know, Scorpio is ruled by the planet Mars and Pluto. Mars is a planet of action, anger, aggression, force. And then you have Pluto being a planet of regeneration, transmutation, transformation. And all of those things embody the personality of Scorpio. Scorpio is also a water sign, and they are very intuitive. They're very insightful, very instinctive. They can also be very stubborn, being that they are a fixed sign. So some of the strengths of Scorpio are they're very resilient and they have staying power. So if they have their mind set on doing something, that's what they're going to do. Some of the weaknesses that Scorpios may have are they can be very compulsive and obsessive, especially when it comes to relationships. And sometimes Scorpios can be a little overbearing or pushy in that they like to impose their will upon others, or they like to have their way or be heard, however you may want to say that. Scorpio is a negative polarity or a feminine polarity, meaning that they go inward. They're very insightful and intuitive. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio for the month of November. And I am using the Classic Karma Tales deck. This is just for additional information overall. And I'm going to be using the Seers, the Light Seers Tarot. And I'm not sure what this Oracle deck is. Now, this is a 12th house astrology reading. If you don't know what that is, 12 houses represents different areas of your life. Astrologically speaking, each house has a planet and a zodiac sign in it that help determine the energy for that particular house. So in your first house, we have the main card is the Eight of Wands. This is a card of messages and taking action. And the clarifier card is spirit guides. So with regards to some of you Scorpios, and this applies to male and female, you all are seen as someone who encourages others to become more spiritual, to tap into their spiritual side. You give encouraging words, or you are looked upon as someone who gives encouraging words. And knowing that Scorpios are already very insightful, this card is saying that you are an insightful person and you take actions to help others tap into their spiritual side, whether it's through you yourself providing them insightful information or showing and telling them how to tap into that information. So that's how you're viewed. That's how some of you all are viewed, Scorpios. In your second house, there's the Three of Cups, and this is just a card of good times, of fun times with your friends. And the clarifier for that is inspiration, and that's also a woman. So there's a lot of feminine energy, Scorpio, in your second house. So this is saying that you're not a very materialistic person, and I don't know too many Scorpios that are very materialistic. Scorpios have a richness, a desire for a richness of life, whatever that may be. And in this instance, it's what's important to you is spending time with your friends. What's important to you is being inspired. You inspiring your friends and your friends inspiring you. So your friendships, Scorpios, are very important to you. The bonds that you make with your close friends. Your third house, Scorpio, has the Ace of Wands. So this is someone thinking, taking actions, thought, planting seeds of thought. And then you have the clarifier for that is travel. Your third house is where you communicate with your siblings. So some of you Scorpios, you may be the person in the family that keeps everyone together. You're the person in the families that will travel to go see other family members. So when it comes to your third house, Scorpio, you're very family oriented and you're able to, you have a knack at keeping the family together through your words and your actions. In your fourth house, there's the 21, which this is the World card. It's a card of success and a card of completion. And the clarifier for that is financial health. So for some of you all, in your fourth house, you have maybe gone through a period of financial hardship. Maybe you or your loved ones. And now that hardship has passed. It's come full circle. And this could apply to your home as well. Because the fourth house is where you have your deep personal emotions and your support, your emotional support, and your actual home and what you feel is home. So you may have gone through a process where maybe you were in the process of maybe losing your home, or your financial situation had to be improved in order for you to get the home that you want and desire. But whatever it is regarding your finances and your family or your home life, just know that everything is going to be it's going to be successful. So everything is going to work out as you intended it to work out. In your fifth house, Scorpio, there's the Wheel of Fortune card, and there's the Peace. The Wheel of Fortune is generally a card of cycles, of ups and downs, karmic cycles, a cycle beginning and a cycle ending. So you may have, and by the person standing on the top of the little tarot disc here, it shows that you're in an up cycle. When you're in an up cycle on the Wheel of Fortune, that means things are going the way that you want them to. The things are going the way that you plan them to. So, or you have good luck. So in this instance, some of you Scorpios, you've just completed a cycle, or you're going to complete a cycle in your life that may have been disruptive, disturbing. It could have been a cycle of disagreements with your family, your friends, your loved ones. But just know that that cycle of disruption in your life is going to end, and you're going to have peace. So if you've been going through a hard time, Scorpio, if some of you all have been going through a hard time, just know that that cycle, that karmic cycle, or that cycle that you've just gone through, that evolution, it's about to be over. And you're going to have peace in your life. Your sixth house, we have the 10 of Wands. And this is a house of your work, health, and service. So this is dealing with work or service. The clarifier for this is reconciliation. So with some of you Scorpios, have you taken on too many responsibilities in the workplace? Or have you taken on too many responsibilities in your organizations that you may be a part of? But looking at this card, it looks as if that you may have taken on too much, but at the same time, you're on a journey and you're not going to give up. You're going to continue on with the journey. And then we have reconciliation. So it may be in your career or somewhere in your job. You may have taken on more responsibility than you could handle, but know that it's going to be reconciled, so it's going to even out. And if you feel that the weight you've taken on more than you can handle, just know that stay the course. You have what it takes to stay the course, and then everything is going to be reconciled. So if you're burdened now, you will not be in the future. And if you are volunteering and giving more of yourself than you actually can afford to give, you're going to have a reconciliation. You're going to change that pattern because it's not in your best interest. Your seventh house is your house of partnerships and marriages. And we have the Empress. So this card in itself looks like a card of fertility. This is a woman who's fertile. She's able to give birth. She's able to manifest dreams or plans or goals in her mind and give birth to them through taking action. And then you have the psychic abilities. So with dealing with your relationships, whether it's intimate, platonic, or a business relationship, as you're cultivating your relationship, Scorpio, tap into your psychic abilities. Tap into your insightfulness and your instincts to make sure that that person or situation is who and what they say they are. The person meaning a relationship, and the situation if you're doing some type of partnership. So rely on your intuition and your instincts when making decisions in your seventh house. In your eighth house, there's the King of Wands. This is a fire sign. And the King of Wands represents Leo the lion. You have Aries and Sagittarius. So maybe you know one of these signs. Your eighth house is a house where you have inherited property. It's the house of regeneration. It's also the house of shared properties, inheritances. And here it looks like for some of you all, you have a male figure, a fire sign male that is going to take care of you. You have no concerns about finances. You have no concern about inheritances. Once this person who you've been with probably for a while, he has made preparations to share his resources with you. So if you've had that concern in the past, you don't have to worry. If you're with a fire sign male and he has professed that he's got you or that he's going to take care of you now and in the future, believe him. Your ninth house, Scorpio. In your ninth house, we have the King of Cups. And as you know, Scorpio is a water sign. So this could easily reflect a Scorpio male. And then you, as a clarifier, we have the boundaries card. And this is interesting. You have the male Scorpio and the female Scorpio. And the ninth house is a house of higher learning and philosophies and beliefs. And it's where you tap into your inner self and become zenned out, or you're just at peace. And here you see the male, the King of Cups, is someone who is in control of their emotions. They're balanced. They're zenned out, as this guy appears to be. And here you have the lady. She's in a meditative pose, a seating position, and you have boundaries. So for some of you Scorpios, you are someone who can guide others to the light. You can guide others to peace, to happiness, to setting healthy boundaries in their life. You can guide them into tapping into their higher self through higher learning. So a lot of you Scorpios may have hidden or latent psychic abilities or intuitive abilities that you may or may not be using, while others of you are. So you're able to help people tap into their inner self, their inner guidance, their higher self. And you yourself are one who sets the example with that and how you conduct yourself. Your 10th house, Scorpio, we have the Six of Pentacles. And your 10th house is where you have your career and reputation, your professional achievements. And in your 10th house, it looks like you may need to, with regarding your career, reputation, professional achievements, you may be in a position right now where you may have to ask for help. Or again, you're in a situation where you're giving and receiving, but then it's asking you to lighten your load. So some of you Scorpios, when it comes to your career and your professional achievements, you may need to just ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Just don't wait till the last minute to ask for help, because of course then, balls may get dropped. But you're being asked to ask for help in the area of your career. If you need help with projects or completing your tasks or getting things done on time, ask for help. In your 11th house, Scorpio, there's the Two of Wands. And there is the trust. So your 11th house is your house of socialization. It's where you have your special friendships and community bonds. And some of you Scorpios, which You do tend to be very selective with who you let into your inner circle. And you're also a very deep person. You're kind of like the saying, still waters. Waters mean, Scorpio water sign runs deep. So this is someone, when it comes to your social groups, networking, you're very mindful. The Two of Wands is a card of future planning, and you see the woman looking out the window. You're looking for someone that you can trust. You want to spend time with people who you feel are trustworthy. So you're looking for groups and activities. Whatever activity or social function you're looking at getting into, you want to make sure that the people that you're dealing with are trustworthy and honest. Your 12th house is a house of taboo. It's a house of your intuition. This is your house of karma. It shows what you're hiding from the world. It shows your major capabilities as well as your limitations. So we have the Justice card in reverse. So this is the Justice card upright. And the lady is upholding justice. Justice is being upheld. And in the reverse, you have the shadow pushing down the scales. The scales of justice are upside down. So there is injustice. And then the clarifier for that is fertility. So for some of you Scorpios, with regards to your 12th house, your house of karma, the house of what you don't want the world to know, you feel that you've been done an injustice of some sort. And with regards to fertility and being a woman, this is a woman that's very sensual. She has on red. So she may be in tune with her own sense or self or her own emotional needs, or just being content within the moment. But you here there's an injustice, or the Justice card is in reverse. So that means there's some type of injustice, a blockage, and it has fertility. So some of you Scorpio may be not able to have children. At this point, you may have had to have some of your female organs treated or removed, or have had something done to where you don't feel as sexy and you don't feel as sexy, seductive, sensual. You don't feel like you're a woman. Something has happened in your life to where you feel that your womanhood, your sense of self, your femininity has been taken from you in some sense or the other. So at this time, Scorpio, we're going to pull these. I've pulled 12 karmic tail cards. This is just additional information. It may or may not apply to you or someone that you may know. So let's see what we have. The first one we have is more than one karmic. So Scorpios, or some of you all, one of these women, more than one karmic. You're in a relationship with a man who's basically seeing more than you. He's seeing multiple women. Blocked on social media. Some of you all, have you blocked or are you blocking someone on social media? Are you, some of you Scorpios out there, snooping through your significant other's emails, or maybe they're snooping through yours? And then this is a mask. Who are you? Are you dealing with someone who's wearing a mask? Oh, there's the mask there. Are you dealing with someone, Scorpio, who is wearing a mask and you really don't know who this person is? You've met their representative. Gossiping, talking. This is either you, Scorpio, or either you're sitting gossiping and talking about someone, or someone is sitting gossiping, talking about you. Then this one is checking bank records. Is someone going behind your back, going through bank records, or are you checking someone's bank records? Then this is another woman. Are you, Scorpio? You may, unbeknownst to yourself, you may be another woman in a relationship. And then we have here sexually transmitted diseases. Be careful of that, Scorpio. Witch, high priestess. Now, Scorpios are known to be very, very intuitive. So you may practice witchcraft or some form of Ifa or Igbo. But whatever it is, Scorpio, it's either you or someone you know that is a witch or a high priestess. Then you have persuasion drugs. So maybe someone you know, or is someone persuading you to use drugs, or are you persuading someone else to use drugs? And yeah, marijuana relax. So maybe Scorpio, someone is introducing you to drugs, or you're introducing someone else to drugs. This is just extra additional information. Now, I should have threw the dice first before I laid those cards, but these astrology dice will show you which area of your chart you need to pay the most attention to. All right, that is, we have Sagittarius. And this is Saturn. Where is it? Saturn. This is Saturn. And the 10th house. So that's the house of your career and your professional achievement. You need to be more accountable and responsible when it comes to your job, and just have our career and just have an overall positive, optimistic outlook, and just know that everything's going to be okay. Need more spiritual guidance? You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, you can give it a like or a thumbs up. Have a wonderful day, and as always, namaste.